Hi, this is group number 7. This is our presentation on international business and culture. Today we're going to be doing a role play on a situationship between a Sweden corporation that makes appliances, home appliances, and a Colombian factory, which is the ones who are going to be providing the manufacturing services. This is like a representation of a meeting between representatives from both businesses.
Okay, hello, good morning. We are Electrolux executives from Sweden, and we want to show you our proposal for bringing our products to Colombia. And we hope that you support our proposal to make products of the highest quality. My name is David, and Julia and I uh, want to show you how we work and share some thoughts and points of agreement. Julia?
Well, guys, as you may know, for decades we have been, Electrolux has been a synonymous of like this whole innovation and the quality thing in the home because of the appliances we sell. Yeah. And we have been really famous in the European and Asian market. Our experiences has allowed us to gain a lot of confidence from the customers, and we think that we are pretty efficient for this whole innovation the Latin American market wants to have. I don't know if you guys wanna enter into the terms of this business.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you both. Thank you very much for coming into our country and for doing business with us.
Okay,
Um,
thank you.
our name, the factory name is Agudelo Manufacturing. That was the name of my great grandfather who founded the factory after the end of World War II. We've got more than 50 years of experience in this, and we've made everything from car components up to appliances. We've always been dedicated as Colombians to our job, and we take high pride into our quality manufacturing.
Good morning, as Mateo was saying. Me, Vanessa Cortez, I'm the CEO of the company. And with Mateo, we take all the contracts with our outsourcing partnerships. And we are here willing to hear from you. What are your proposal? And we also have a few points that we want to discuss with you.
Okay, thank you for your introductions. Really, our way of working is very simple. There in Sweden, only 4 days a week with total efficiency is the premise. We don't require workers to be in the factory all the time, as long as they meet their assembly quotas. Our work culture focus on the responsibility and autonomy of our workers. I don't know if Julia, do you have anything to say?
Yes. With David, we were talking about that. We have seen that in Colombia, you guys have like a lot of little bosses, like the supervisor, the boss, the other boss. No, in Sweden, I don't, we are not used to that. We just want one big boss, and like the rest are just the workers. And we want you guys not to just take the decisions of the company, like just
Yes.
the boss. No, we want everyone involved. So the workers, the boss, all the people that are helping the company have to be like during the meetings and all the kind of I don't know, the meetings you guys have to do to make decisions. Okay, that's like our policy.
Hey, what do you think about that, Mateo and Vanessa?
Well, our work culture here in Colombia, it's much more dedicated, and we've got a lot of people supervising others people's work, especially in the factory. That was the way our founder, my great grandfather, did it. Um, so it's going to be a welcome change here, especially for the better. I know Europeans are very dedicated to their work. I've had the chances of working with European businesses before, and I am glad you chose us for this contract.
So as Mateo was saying, we want to propose a contract of 46 hours per week that will be from Monday to Fridays from 8 p.m. from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. with 1 hour for a lunch break, and that break won't be paid. Then for the rest of the hours, that will be from to work on Sundays, sorry, on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., also with a 1 hour lunch break that won't be paid. And we are proposing if the department has more than six employees, we will need two supervisors. That is the contract that we are proposing for you.
Okay. I think that we need to work more on those points, those topics, because we don't use to work like that, but that's will be points that we need to work in the future.
Yes, I think we can arrange it in a future meeting, but from now we wanna say like that we are really focused on like the individualism you guys can give us because that is what we are used to. And I think it's like a great way to start our businesses. So if you guys are okay with that, we can arrange it later.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Until the next time. Thank you.
Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day.
All right, that was our role play about two different cultures meeting in a business context. We also prepared a small presentation with some indicators about Hofstede's um, indicators about,
The Hoptidis model of
yeah,
national
that one.
cultures. Yes.
So we've discovered that, and that's also the reason why we chose them. Sweden's culture and Colombian culture are very different, not only because they are from opposite sides of the world, but because we also developed in a different way. We can find here that there's a lot of power distance between us. Individualism, it's really low in our culture in Colombia, but for Europeans, it's really high. They tend to only care about their personal experience and how they feel. Here we are more in a family context or even in businesses. It's always teamwork. It's always our way of seeing into things. Um, our uncertainty avoidance, it's really low. We always try to have a plan for everything in our lives, even if it ends up not working. We need to have it to feel like we are doing things well. Um, we don't have long-term orientation. That's a flaw in our school system, in our education system. We are not educated on businesses or things like that, but it's been changing, and it's actually one of the points of this class I've noticed. And lastly, our indulgence. We like to party a lot, and we like to celebrate every little thing in life. And that's one of the only things Sweden and Colombia can agree on, that there are reasons to celebrate in life. Um, we also have two small texts here with our points. Colombia was really high on the scale. We believe inequalities amongst people are simply just the way things are. That's how life is. And we accept that. And we see a lot of levels in our wealth distribution. Sweden, it's not like that. Everyone's independent. Hierarchy, it's only like if needed. If there's no need for a hierarchy, they don't use it. They have equal rights, and they tend to have leaders instead of bosses. Power is decentralized, and managers are actually just there to like make sure nothing fails, not more like making sure you're working, which is the way Colombian managers do things. And this was our presentation. I hope it was entertaining, and I hope we managed to give a little insight into both of these cultures regarding businesses. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.